Okay. I think we're good now. I think we are good now. Are we live now? Let's see. Why does it say made for kids? Ah. Okay. Now we should have public chat. I think we're good now. Okay, I think we're good now. If you can, it may be on kids for made for kids mode for you still. So if you refresh, I think we should be good now. Okay, we're back. Okay, finally. Woo! That was a lot. Yeah, yeah, that was a lot. But I think the moral of the story is, and you know, as a 9 to 5 Mac YouTuber, I think this is a quite appropriate statement. Mac just better, at least so far. We're gonna see. So far, we don't have any lag. Yeah. Rate the quality on like a 1 to 10 for me. Let me know how it's looking so far. Yes, we are back. Let me just put this in our Discord. And by the way, I'm going to drop a link to our Discord in the chat. Let's get this going. Invite people. Copy link. Crispy 10, 7. Wow, you sound like the chicks from the best cars under 10 grand video. There's the Discord if you want to be a part of this. We're gonna open up a live chat soon, or like a voice chat soon. And yeah, I think. So 1 second, let me chat. Okay, there we go. So I can close that out now. Let me just close some windows real quick, and then we'll get into this. We'll dive in. We'll dive in. Thank you for the super chat, old timer. I really appreciate that. Yo, Miles, just want to say that I'm your favorite person to watch while you're on the toilet. Well, you know what? I take that compliment very seriously because, I think everyone at some point is going to watch something while handling some business, and I think that's a very intimate personal experience. And so the fact that you choose to hear my voice as these fluids and stuff exit your body, I think that's, I take that compliment in high regard, so thank you. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying before we took an L on the very first stream. So like I was saying originally, don't control the brightness of the video. Hey, we're going to get into the whole brightness thing because, yes, I obviously see those comments. We're going to get into it. But for now, let's dive into the backstory a little bit. So, essentially, Cars with Miles, like I said before, is not my first YouTube channel. I've been doing this. The toilet thing is funny. Yes, I've been doing this for like nearly a decade now. I started with like doing videos on Android phones, Android software specifically, and then I transitioned. Well, I didn't really transition. I started from software to more hardware related stuff, reviewing smartphones, tablets, mostly within the Android space. Doing that for pretty much all of high school. So, while everyone else was going to parties, and well, not really going to parties, but doing high schooler things, I was mostly just making YouTube videos and things of that nature if I wasn't in band practice and stuff like that. So, pretty much grinded that out with my own channel, and then I joined XDA, which is a Android software focused YouTube channel. Did that for a few years, then was with Android Police for a year, which is an Android focused YouTube channel, but more like the hardware side of things. Did that for a year. Was not that great, honestly. And then we went to 9 to 5 Mac in 2019, which is where I'm at currently. And I'm mostly doing Apple-related content over there. So there's a chance if you've watched a video on the new iPhone in the past few years, or something software-related, or a Mac review, it could have been mine. So the car thing kind of started in like 2019. That's when, like, well, no, I'd say 2020. That's when the itch really started setting in. Then I got my car in 2021, and then everything kind of really just started going off from there as far as my personal interest in, no, not essentially MKBHD. We'll get into MKBHD a little bit later. Your videos are the best to watch when I can't sleep. Interesting. Thank you. So yeah, the car thing kind of started in 2020, and over the years, the past 2 years, I've kind of just been like getting more eager and eager to do this stuff. So I started Cars with Miles in December of 2021, and then uploaded like a few shorts. They just did whatever. Then I made my first long form video, the F-150 Lightning review, which you guys might have seen. That did pretty well after like a few weeks of being on YouTube. And then after a while, I was just like, let me hop into the shorts game. And then here we are now. So, long story short, thank you guys for 50,000 subs. It's honestly been crazy. I've never experienced this amount of, growth within this time period, within any of the things I've just mentioned that I've done on YouTube. It's been absolutely nuts. So, thank you guys, truly. It's crazy. So, let's dive into this chat a little bit. Should do a workout video, as you always have a good set of biceps on you. I am no gym expert at all. I am the last person to ask anything about gym stuff. I'm consistent, but I don't actually take the time to like learn anything myself about, the best techniques and stuff like that. I kind of just do simple stuff, do it consistently, and it works out. I'd recommend tweeting the stream out. Well, yeah, I guess we could. See, the thing with Twitter is that all of my followers on Twitter are all tech related. So there's not too many of my followers on Twitter who are like into my car stuff, which is really why I don't talk about it too much. Did you hear that YouTube is going to be monetizing YouTube Shorts? Yes, I did hear that. And I mean, that's good news. I mean, because I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. If I was making if I had the same amount of views that I've got now, like every month, but for long form content, I would be in a pretty different financial situation right now. That's all I'm going to say. But, I mean, regardless, it's good news. And I was never really worried about the money regardless. I've been in this YouTube thing for a while, so it's just one of those things where it's like, I know the money will come, and it's not really my focus. I just want to make cool content that you guys engage with, quite honestly. What sedan would you suggest for under 20K Canadian? See, the thing with me is that unfortunately I'm not Canadian. I'm just a simple American, so knowing these prices off the top of my head are for Canadian prices is that's a little rough. But I will keep this in mind. I'm going to copy this actually and add it to notes. And we are going to dive into super chats. All super chats we're going to do at once. Even the super thanks I've gotten on some of my regular videos. So, I'm sorry, what was your name? Lop Paul? I got you, bro. We're going to get into it. Another thing let's discuss. Let's discuss brightness. So, a lot of you guys have commented on the videos saying, and I'm not going to lie, sometimes it's pretty funny when you guys, the comments you guys write, talk about how, like, you're watching the video, like, in your bed at 10 at night and it's completely dark, and then all of a sudden my video comes on and you're just like, you're blinded. You guys ever see that episode of SpongeBob where, I don't remember what it was, but you know, the meme where the fish dude's like, my eyes, my eyes. That's what I think about when I read a lot of you guys' comments on the videos about the brightness. And so, for anyone who hasn't really got a grip on what that is, so it's my videos I shoot on the camera that you're watching me on right now. I shoot it in HDR, which stands for High Dynamic Range. And essentially, it means that the videos in terms of the brightness are going to be more dynamic. And so, like, for example, if this video were HDR, if I had a like a bright light behind me kind of pointing at the camera, that would, bing, the brightness would go way up. And so me personally, I like the way this looks, and the reason I'm consistent on it, even though a lot of you guys are like, the brightness is killing me, please stop. The reason I'm intentionally killing you is because I personally believe that HDR is going to be the norm in the future. And yes, sometimes it is my responsibility to manage brightness, because just because the video is HDR doesn't mean that it has to be a certain brightness. That is within my control. And so I probably could invest in a better monitor specifically for editing HDR content, but regardless, you know, the reason your screen gets bright to begin with is because your phone supports HDR content in some capacity. So this is something that smartphone manufacturers are already implementing in you know, smartphones and stuff. And pretty soon, you know, TVs have it. Most like nice TVs have it. And hopefully, you know, laptops and monitors, pretty much HDR across the board, I think is coming. Maybe not at the pace that I'd like, but it's happening. I think, you know, Apple being the main company that's supporting HDR content and having HDR displays on all of their devices, I think they're going to be a big push for that. So long story short, we're keeping the HDR. HDR is not going away, but I will try to mitigate the brightness levels a little bit so that I'm not killing you, I guess, anymore. So, killing your eyes. I enjoy being blinded. I mean, I'm glad. The color grading is on point. Thank you. Keep the brightness because it's a staple to the channel. And yes, I think that is a great point. Whenever, I kind of want that to be my thing, because I've been doing HDR for the 9 to 5 Mac YouTube channel as well. And, you know, I've gotten the very similar comments on there saying, hey, you're destroying my retina. You're burning a hole in it. And, you know, sometimes it's nice to have one thing that people can remember you by, even if it's like burning a hole in your retina. I've never actually noticed the high brightness. That may be because whatever display you're on is not HDR supported, and so it's not going to really do much. Let me go into my notes real quick, because I'm going to read some comments in a second, but I had some general things I want to get into. What do you drive? What's your daily? Yes, let's get into this as well. So, what does Miles Somerville drive? The thing is, isn't it more fun for you guys to not know? I talk about these cars every single day. I'm telling you guys, well, not telling you, but just giving my opinions on what I think would be cool purchases for certain price points and brands. And so I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, what the heck does this guy drive? What is the guy who's, you know, giving me car advice drive? And so I think I'm going to hold off, continue to hold off. I'm not going to say what it is. And I mean, I'm not going to go super hard out of my way to hide it. If you're really a car guy, you might already know by now, because I've shown videos of my car in certain capacity. So I mean, if you really pay attention, you know cars, you probably already know by now. If you like really follow closely. If not, then you probably don't. Supra, nah. Bro drives a 1997 Honda Civic. Absolutely not. I mean, look, it's also, I think figuring it out is also a pretty, it's pretty, I feel like it's also just kind of common sense. Like, if you, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But it is not a '97 Honda Civic. Not that there's anything wrong with driving a '97 Honda Civic. So wow, I'm a Camry guy according to, or a Toyota guy according to all these people. I'm a Japanese budget car guy. No, not that there's anything wrong with that. BMW 535i. Good guess, because I did make a video on a 535i installing an Apple CarPlay unit. And you know, technically I did have pretty good access to that car at a certain point, but as of actually a few weeks ago, I'm not going to get into too many details, but that car is no longer around. Let's just say that. So, but that was actually never my car. Challenger? No. Never. Charger? No. Jettas are cool, but nah. He's blue balling us. You know what? That is a great way to put it. And like I said, I think it's better this way. Because, like I said, isn't, like, you know, there's going to be, like, more and more anticipation the more I hold out on it. And honestly, I might not have the same car for a little while longer, but that's TBD. Miles, is it a Beamer? Yo, cheapest Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye I can get no later than 2017. Give us a hint at least. Okay, I'll give you a hint. I'll give you guys a hint. I'll give you guys 2 hints. Matter of fact, I can give you guys 3 hints. First hint, but I'm not going to confirm anything. Yes, RIP 535i. I'm not going to confirm anything. Wow, you think I drive an M8 competition? Wow. I wish I drove an M8 competition. So, I'll give you a hint. Naturally aspirated. Rear-wheel drive. And I'll say the age. 10 years old. It's 10 years old. Captain Crankshaft, what is good, bro? You've been killing it. What do you think of the S650? I don't know which model you're talking about. I'm actually, because I know there's the S600, but is the S650 like new? Let's see. Oh, the Mustang, not the freaking Mercedes. I think it looks pretty much, it's you know, it's the same car underneath pretty much. They said it's a new engine, but it's not really bringing anything new to the table from a performance standpoint, at least substantially from what I could see. Slightly different body, you know, pretty much just a body kit, new body kit refresh type of deal. Mustangs are cool though. Clearly a Saab, okay. Porsche? No, unfortunately. The Mustang, that new engine that just came out. Yes, the new Mustang. Has the car been mentioned in the list before? Oh, that's a good question. No. Wait. Yes, wait. Technically, yes. Technically, yes, actually. Technically, yes. Kind of. It wasn't the same year. It was like slight mid-year revision type deal. What is your dream car? Watch it be a Tesla? No. What is your dream car? You have to be more specific. I will say your car is either white or silver. Looks like you know something. Are your live streams going to be a reoccurring thing? I mean, it would be cool, you know? I am recently single, so I find myself having a lot more time on my hands in the evenings. So is NA rear-wheel drive. Man, I can't keep up with you guys. So, let's get into just another funny thing. I'm not going to touch on this too much, though. So, another huge percentage of the comments refer to a certain individual that makes. Thank you, Captain Crankshaft. I appreciate that, brother. Um, there's a certain individual that's continually referenced in the comments that does tech content and car content as well. Name does not need to be mentioned. We already know who we're talking about. But I will say regarding this individual, and I will get to your request, Captain Crankshaft. I'm sorry I don't know your actual name by memory. I'm terrible with that. Regarding this certain individual, we actually spoke recently. We spoke recently, and that's all I'm going to say. Leave it at that. So, I mean, everyone is complaining about some Andrew Tate guy. Let's see if we can get him out of here. Jackson. Got it. I can remember Jackson. Jackson. They say if you say a name 3 times, you will remember it. If you say it out loud. Okay, let's get into some car stuff. Actually looking at cars, since a lot of you are interested in that. I'm going to set up a window real quick. Just 1 second. Screen capture. Wow, yeah, this Andrew Tate guy has got to go. We're going to get him out of here in a second, though. 1 second. He'll be gone soon. Top 3 favorite cars of all time, though, while I'm thinking about this, though. I don't have to think too hard about this one. Top 3 favorite cars of all time. Audi R8, first generation, V10. And this is in no particular order. I'd say after that, it would have to be... I would say after that, it would have to be the Carrera GT. And then... Wow, these are all V10 cars. Jesus Christ. These are all V10 cars. I was going to say E60 M5 after that. E60 M5, Carrera GT, Audi R8 V10. I guess I'm a V10 guy. I guess that's how it turned out. Okay. I'm having some Discord trouble or OBS trouble. 1 second. Trying to set up a screen capture. But this is looking quite different on Mac than it was on Windows. Actually, while we're doing this, let's just get this Andrew Tate guy out of here. Hide user on channel. report. Should be gone. W. You like the E90 328xi? I think that's a very good car for under 15 grand, yes. Absolutely. But yes, he's gone. The dude is gone. Now, I just need to figure out how to screen share. I'm having some trouble at the moment. We should find out if that Andrew Fake Man is in the Discord. I mean, if he is, we can get him on. I'm not gonna lie, I was not looking at what he was saying, but he's gone now. Bye-bye. Might want to turn up that mic volume. How's it now? Is it too loud? Yes, I see the C63 SE comment. I actually have a shortcoming about that tomorrow. So you will know my thoughts on the C63. Well, you know what? Actually, let's dive into it right now. So, AMG used to always mean V8. Used to always mean naturally aspirated V8 or V12. You know, a big, robust engine. Something that made a lot of noise. Brutal, aggressive. You know, that soundtrack. And Mercedes has taken, you know, these big engines we've come to know and love and shrinking them to a size that is smaller than my will to live. Just joking, my will to live is not small. But the engine in this new C63 is. We've got a 2-liter 4-cylinder with an electric motor. But it's making around 680 freaking horsepower. I mean, is that not actually ridiculous? Like for a C63, almost 700 horsepower. That's more than the current E63. That is more than pretty much 90% of AMG cars at this point. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky one. There's no driving reviews out on it yet. It's just, you know, outside look around type deals. But you know, I think time will tell how this holds up. It's not, you know, AMG is changing though. Just how BMW M is going to be changing. Audi RS is going to be changing. You know, Dodge SRT is going to be changing in all of these fundamental ways. What up, Victor? We're gonna open up the Discord pretty soon. As soon as I figure out how to how to share it, because I had it on Windows, but I'm having trouble doing this on Mac OS. I think it just boils down to the same way you look at electric cars in general. Like, are you a stats or emotional type of person when driving, you know? And that's a great way to put it. But the problem, I think, is that, you know, they're not just, you know, diluting our regular cars with, you know, just our regular non-performance cars, but they're doing this for the performance cars as well. You know, it's because they want to sell them in volume, and, you know, it's getting harder and harder to produce cars with massive engines. Like, you know, like big V12s and big V8s. It's not that the previous gen C63 had a massive engine, 4-liter V8, which was kind of the standard for most performance cars like that up until recently, where things are starting to get downsized a little bit. But I think it's a good-looking car. I think it's a good-looking car for sure. Not as aggressive in the rear, not as wide in the rear as previous AMG cars or C63s, but, you know, I can't afford it anyway, so this is all just, you know, all just my opinion. Do I like Tesla? I think Tesla has its place in the automotive world. F for my V12 gang. Yeah, man. It's rough out here to be a a V12 enthusiast because they're just fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer. Now, I'm going to literally Google how to screen share OBS Mac because they are not making this very easy for me, I feel like. What about the wagon? The wagon is cool too. I think if I had the money for the C63S wagon, that's what I would get. Do you watch the Stradman? Yes, I do. Very entertaining. Watching his videos kind of feels like doing a particular, not that I've actually done this said substance, but I feel like that's what it would feel like. Watching his videos, it feels like I'm on speed or something. Like everything's just like pow, 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 pow. Miles, can I ask, do you drive a Lexus 230 IS? No, I do not. How do you feel about the Rimac Nevera? I think it's a cool project, you know? 5 people are going to own it. And yeah. But I'm excited to see what Rimac does with Bugatti, I guess. You know, those will also be cars that only 5 people own. But I'm excited to see what they do with Bugatti. Honestly. Do you watch Hoonigan? No, not really. Quite honestly. Man, everyone is asking what I daily drive. And like I said, wouldn't it be so much more fun if you just didn't know for a while? I'm shocked he hasn't said a single curse word going that fast. Yeah, he talks fast. Growth on this channel has been crazy. Yes, it has. And I'm truly grateful for it. Truly, truly. I hate this. Every time I click out of the chat, it disappears. But I'm trying to figure out how to screen share so we can really get this going. How do live back your Mac screen over OBS? I'm literally watching a YouTube tutorial right now, guys. So, display capture. That's what I was trying to do. Is it a coincidence your name is Miles and you like cars? I guess it is, right? Guess it has to be. Wow, I finally figured it out. I'm so dumb. Jesus. Okay. Now we're gonna really open this up. I've just got window overload going on right now. Where is the Discord? Discord. There it goes. Boom. Cool. All right. Let's see how well this works. Let me make sure my audio on here is good. Input device. And then we're going to open up the voice chat. So if anyone wants to hop in the voice chat and basically talk to me about stuff on the stream, we can do that now. What do you think about the Corvette C8? I think the C8's nice. I think it's a little played out these days. But cool car. And played out just because I see them everywhere. Like, I see them more than probably any other car of that caliber, you know? Wow, I had no idea I could throw the chat in here. Wow, you see yourself too. Yes. Do I watch Donut Media? Yes, I do. Not really all that often, though, quite honestly. I saw this comment that said, oh, just wait for the Donut Media contract to come in the mail. Hilarious. Hilarious. What are your thoughts on the Model S Plaid? Haven't driven one. It's too fast for normal people. That is really my biggest takeaway, especially when you consider the brakes on that thing. It is crazy. Crazy. It's nuts. But I mean, I think it's a pretty decent improvement, at least interior quality wise, over the previous gen Model S. And, you know, great range, especially compared to something like the i4 M50, which I just had for a week and I'm making a video on. Yeah, pretty cool sedan. Honestly, for how much it costs, I mean, you literally cannot get a faster car for the same amount of money. It's impossible. It is impossible. It would not be possible. Yeah, the brakes are not great on the Model S and on the Model X for how fast it is. What are your thoughts on the new Mustang? I just talked about the Mustang a little earlier. Like I said, you know, Ford says there's a new engine in there, which I mean, sure. But it, like from what I can tell, it's not really bringing anything new to the table from a performance standpoint. Looks a little different. The interior looks pretty nice, but I'm not really too moved by it, quite honestly. What are your thoughts on the HSV, Maloo SSV? What is that? HSV, Maloo SSV. Let me open up another window. Yeah. 1 second. Safari, 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 Safari. Can I find Safari? Boom. What is this car? Holy balls. What is this? What the? Chat, can you guys see this? What is this? So this is like, yo, this is sick. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually sick. Let me minimize this. I look weird. This is actually sick, though. I've never heard of this car. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. I just learned the other day that there was I think it was an E30 M3 truck. Yeah, have you guys seen this before? I literally just found out about this yesterday. Is this not the sickest car you've ever seen? Honestly. I feel like this is amazing. This is amazing to me. This is amazing. Okay. So let's get into the first super thanks. What sedan would you suggest for under 20K? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go by something that I know. What is 20K CAD to USD? $14,000. So that's 15K US. Okay. Sedan for 15K US. Well, I think. Congrats on 50K. Thoughts on the Camaro Z01? We will add that to the super thanks. So I will get to that in a second. Literally just started entering donation questions. So 15K sedan. I'm gonna just throw one out there. I think a later model year G37, dude. 15 under, under 70K, under 80K. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I mean, 330 horsepower, all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive for a little cheaper probably. You've got some modability. The interior isn't crazy, but I think if you take care of it, it would be nice. He's got some carbon fiber trim in there. I would mess with this for 15 grand. If not Infiniti, I'd say the E90 335 sedan, if you can get one. Let's see. What are 335 sedans going for these days? Yeah, I mean, I know you can get one for under 15K, that's obvious, but curious about just like mileage and whatnot. So yeah, this for, man. And this is the LCI model too, so you don't have the N54 engine, you've got the N55, which fixes a lot of the turbo-related issues that the N54 had. Man, this red is clean. 300 horsepower, rear-wheel drive. If you want to tune it up a little bit, you can. Tons of modability. I'll go one of those, man. So, thoughts on the Camaro ZL1? I think it's dope. I think it's truly, I think, the best sleeper. And now, a lot of people don't like to call this a muscle car. It's very, it's, you know, the more track-focused Camaro. But, I don't know, man. I think this is probably the best sleeper muscle car, I think, in existence. Like, this car is so fast. And you can get one of these for, like, under 70 grand if you don't mind, like, a little mileage on them. Let's see, what is the cheapest ZL1? Why does it keep taking me this page? What is the cheapest ZL1 you can buy right now? Nationwide. Let's do new. 2019. Boom. 56, are you kidding? 56 grand. Now, the mileage is high. This one also doesn't have the history report, so could be suspect. But, I'm not gonna lie, man. I think it's, I think this is a good one. Let's see what's happening in the Discord. So yeah, guys, join the Discord. This is something I want to utilize even outside of this stream in particular. I think it would be dope. Try Auto Tempest. I've used Auto Tempest before. I'm not loyal to any site specifically. I mean, there's one that I obviously use consistently, but I'm not loyal to any sites. And that's mainly because no site has made me want to be loyal to them, if you get what I'm saying. What's a BRZ with a more backseat space? Thoughts on the 2022 M5? I don't know if you're talking about the CS, but if we're talking about the CS, amazing car. I think it's the best sedan you can buy, honestly. Love your vids. Wondering what your sim setup is. Oh, yeah, because I've got the... I guess you peeped the wheel. So, my sim setup is this. I've got one of these, like, stick shifter things. I've got the 3 pedals below me. And that's it. No chair. I mean, I've got a PC that, you know, failed to get this stream running on the first try, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's my setup. You know, 1440p, 144 hertz monitor that I don't really use that much. This is the first time I've used this monitor in like, maybe like 3 months, maybe. What are your picks for best sleeper sedans under 15K? I mean, I basically just did that, so I showed the BMW 335i sedan. Let's show it again, just so you can get a good look. So, 335i sedan. You can get an all-wheel drive as well. Like I said, one of these bad boys, or Infiniti G37 or G37X. I think that would be hard. You can get those under 15 grand all day, every day. Did I miss a super chat? I don't think I did. Cool. Do you guys want to know a funny story? I've got a really funny story, interesting story. Thoughts on the BMW X5 that someone put a McLaren F1 engine in? I think that was a BMW made thing. They made a prototype with a V12. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah. So, I mean, this was literally like... Let's take a look. This was literally like... an F1 X5, bro. Literally. Crazy. Man, we keep getting under 15K. I basically... The past two cars I just showed. The LCI 335, I'd say is reliable if you're on top of maintenance. And G37X, everyone I know who has one, you know, very few problems. Can you drop the Discord link again? It's too far gone. Yes, I can drop the Discord link again. What's popping in the Discord? Wow, you guys are beefing already. This is great. What's the story? Okay, so here's the story. This might be a little too soon, but let's go for it. So, story time. I'm actually going to share a window real quick, just so you guys can get an idea of where I'm coming from with this. But I mean, imagine working on a part for your car. Imagine you are making like a custom thing for your car, and then all of your hard work is swept away from you. You know, without pretty much anything you can do with it. I'm about to show an image in a second. And this is technically a hint to what car I have. I didn't even think about that. But let's, I'm going to share this window real quick. Hide this one. Window capture. And then preview. Where is it at? 1 second. Man, Discord can be kind of... Or OBS. I keep saying... Boom, here we go. So, you guys see this right here? So, the M5, actually, let me just so you guys can get an idea. So, or their new M3, rather. M3 carbon bucket seats. The new M3 has carbon bucket seats, right? At least that's an option you can get for the car. And so I saw this, and I was like, man, I want this on my car. So I took the back like casing off of my car, which all this was leather previously, right? I took it off of my car and I bought actual carbon fiber material. I actually still have some left. I don't feel like grabbing it, but it's over there. So actual carbon. No, I didn't crash a Beamer. So actual carbon. I've never crashed a car. I've never really been in a real accident. So actual carbon fiber material. I laid on this, and I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with carbon fiber, like when it comes to car stuff, and just like what it would take to actually make a carbon fiber piece yourself. But basically, I spent maybe like 3 weeks on this, probably like $200 or $300, and putting this together in several hours. And it was a lot of work, a lot of sanding, a lot of just look up a video on making a carbon fiber part. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some guys out of this chat. You know, it was a lot of work. Long story short. And so, basically what happened is, one morning, I'm going to the gym, right? Go to the gym, everything's chill, have my workout. I come back home, I get in the garage, and thank you for the lighting compliment. I take lighting very seriously. So I get in the garage, I get out of the car, get out of the garage, and then when I leave the garage door, I see a garbage can I had like in the backyard, like tipped over, and it was by the fence. So a garbage can tipped over by the fence, and then I'm like, what the? Because I'm like, I didn't do this. So I go up the stairs to the porch to, the spot you're seeing right here, and the piece that you were looking at was gone. The piece was gone. Someone ran into my backyard, hopped the fence, which, I mean, I'm not going to be specific about my situation, but I mean, to hop the fence to get to my backyard, you have to be extremely ambitious. And, so all of the parts around, everything, all of the materials and stuff, which might have cost more than the part itself in its current condition at the time of the person stealing it. They didn't touch any of that. So the person who took this, and by the way, it makes no sense, right? Because you would have to have my specific car for you to be able to do anything with this. Because what you're seeing right here is a part where I just like did another clear coat layer and it was like drying. And then I'd sanded it, so it looked really bad. Like, it didn't look all glossy and shiny like you see right now. It looked really bad. So the person stole an unfinished part in screwed up condition on a car, and the only way to get use out of it would be to finish, polishing up the part yourself, or having that same car. And so the chances of the person who took it having either of those situations, slim to none. So it's like someone literally just took this to take it. They're not going to be able to do anything with it. They're not going to be able to sell it. They just took my carbon fiber piece just to take it. And so the moral of the story here is, choose your dating partners very wisely. Moving on. I appreciate the compliments on the lighting. Like I said, I take lighting very seriously. Auto Cove, hello, my friend. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Welcome. Let's see what's popping in the Discord. Be sure to check out Cars and Bids. That is my enthusiast car collector website to sell you cool cars from modern era and up. Now let's get onto the quirks and features of this video. Is there someone pretending to be Doug DeMuro in here? Why are people saying Doug DeMuro? You look and sound like MKBHD. I've gotten that one before. Why are people saying Doug DeMuro? Doug DeMuro's not in this. If he isn't, prove it, God damn it. What are your thoughts on the Subaru Baja? Okay, let's talk about this because you are persistent. Subaru Baja. I'm not gonna lie, I've heard the name Subaru Baja, but I've never actually seen this truck. I've definitely never seen one on the road. That is for sure. Thoughts on the Hyundai Elantra? You know what? I have a funny picture to show you guys of a Hyundai Elantra. You guys ready to see it? Are you guys ready to see the most epic Hyundai Elantra you've ever seen? Because I've got the scoop, my boys. This is going to be amazing. I'm trying to find the picture right now. It's in my photo library, but this is by far just like... This is Automotive... I'll just say that the person who owns this Hyundai Elantra, you know, they did something that Hyundai Elantra owners would usually never do. They took it to the next level, that is for sure. They definitely took it to the next level. And so let's take a picture of this. Let's take a look at this beauty. Do you see this, chat? Do you see this? Do you see this picture, chat? That is a Hyundai Elantra. Can you please say my name, Hamza? It will make my year. Hamza, thank you for being a part of the stream, my friend. But back to this Hyundai Elantra. So, first of all, I'm not sure. Hyundai Elantra experts, if there are any in the chat. Is there a Hyundai Elantra Sport? Because I feel like this Sport badge right here, this is BS. I think so. Is there? You know what? Let's just confirm right now. Let's find out for ourselves. So there is a Sport. Okay. But this wing, though. Do you see this wing? Do you see this wing? That is incredible. That is amazing. Zoom in on the wheels. Let's see them. I mean, I didn't get the best picture of the wheels, but I think these are stock. I don't think they did anything to the wheels, but peep this awesome... so what you see right here, this is not actually duct tape. This is aerospace adhesive. So what this is doing is nothing. This is actually tape. I couldn't come up with something clever to say. This is an automotive hate crime. This is egregious. Terrible. It's got like the little skull thing right there too. Man. They powder coated the wheels. Hilarious. Could you give the Hellcat a quick roast? Okay, let's do it. Let's roast the Hellcat. I think it's only fair. So, we're gonna go off the dome with this one. No, please don't roast the Hellcat. Sorry, it's too late. Too late. Um, the Hellcat is the only car I can think of with 700 horsepower that really doesn't know what to do with it in 90% of situations. You know, I can't understand that supercharger whine. It's a source of temptation, but I think this is one of the most boat-like cars in the entire nation. For how fast it is, it's pretty cheap. But in terms of automotive engineering, this car isn't making a big leap. And I think it's a nice car, but if you're looking for something that's going to hold its value, this thing is not going to take you very far. Now, Honda 450R. You may be calling me a hater, but if you were in a Hellcat and I were in any other car with 700 horsepower, you'd be seeing me later. All a Hellcat can do is something called a burnout. If this was in a drag race with a BMW with xDrive, we know how this would turn out. That's the Hellcat roast. I'm done. I watch mile shorts for a living. Wow, that's an amazing job. Can I have that job? I want that job. I was just spitting, low key. I mean, I don't know if you just peeped that, but the rhymes were there. The rhymes were there. Let's do another Hellcat roast. That was fun. I like that. I like forcing myself to rhyme while insulting cars that, hundreds of thousands of people have spent years developing for people to buy. Roast the new Jeep? Which one? All I have for fixed it. All I have is 6K. Fastest car I could think of, $6,000. That is a tough one. I'm gonna go off the dome with this one. $6,000, man, that is tight, brother. I will say, is there a car you can buy a beat up BMW 335i and tune it, and it'll blow up, but it'll be fast. Roast the new Mustang. Okay, let's see. Mustang S650. Roast the new Mustang. Ford, they said they're calling this the new Mustang S650, but this American muscle car is not going to be with me. Trent's Tech, congratulations on 50K. Trent, thank you, my brother. Thank you for being on the stream. Glad to have you here. But anyway, back to this this freestyle roast. I think this thing is going to be toast. It's not going to, I think, do what Ford wants it to do, but it'll probably drive as good as a foot in a shoe. Now, I think the inside of this thing, it looks pretty hot. But I think an original design is something that this is not. I think if you're looking for an American muscle car to do well on the track, this car might give you a high score. But I think it's kind of lame that the interior is kind of ripped off the BMW i4. but I think you chop the mufflers off on this thing. It'll be one heck of a show. It's a cool car. I don't really mean to hate, but I just don't think the new LCI Mustang is that great. And that's it. Okay. Okay. Let's the new Mustang looks like a fake Mustang. Oh wait, the inspiration for it was supposed to be the older generation, but it ended up looking like god-awful, undeserved Mustang name Mach-E. Now look, the Mustang Mach-E, I think gets such a bad rep just because it has the name Mustang, but as far as an EV, I think it is one of the best right now, especially, you know, something you can have some fun with. I think it's one of the best out right now, quite honestly. From everyone I've heard from who owns one, it's really been nothing but good things I've heard. I'm seeing them around everywhere, so clearly people have an interest in them. You know, it has the name Mustang, but I don't really think of that as, oh, they're trying to dilute the Mustang brand. It really is its own thing, you know? It really is its own thing. The Mustang was just a way to get people into it. But I like this car roasting thing. If you give me a good suggestion, I'll roast something else. Taycan is the best EV, period. See, I don't think there is a best EV, period, right now. I have to eat. I'll be back later. See you later, bro. Roast the Mach-E? That one's kind of hard. Here's a perfect electric car that takes away all the personality and fun of the Mustang while overpriced. Ford introducing the Mustang Mach-E. I don't think it's overpriced, honestly. Roast unspeakable MVP. Roast the Cybertruck. Okay, I think that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I think it's hard for me to roast the Mach-E because I think it's a good car. But anyway, Cybertruck. If you put a deposit down on one of these, boy, you are out of luck. You know? Four doors, electric motor. But this is not something that I would order. I think it looks strange. And I think with how heavy this thing looks, I think a pretty interesting point of discussion will be the range. Oh, we're going to do the Hummer next. I think that's a good one. But Cybertruck, this looks like someone took a rock, grabbed a pickaxe, and gave it a few chucks. I see what Elon was going for. I know he likes video games, but, you know, I think to a lot of people this truck is kind of lame. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's one of a kind, but ordering one of these is not something I have in mind. It's just been delay after delay. It's a powerful truck. That's all. Yes, and I think that could be its downfall. I think, like the F-150, the Rivian R1T, it should be bringing something new to the table. But I think what Elon wants this truck to achieve is something of a fable. You can't really just throw stones at the wall or throw things at the wall and hope something sticks. You got to do something that aligns with Miles's best whip picks. Cybertruck looks like Miles's nose, no offense. That just doesn't make any sense. Cybertruck is like Cyberpunk 2077. It was in progress for 10 years and it still isn't good, except that Cybertruck hasn't even come out yet, just like the Roadster. Yeah. Just like a lot of things in Cyberpunk. Love your vids, got to go. Peace out, my dude. Just like a lot of things in Cyberpunk, this car is not round. But it is not I who has an order that is nowhere to be found. There's like 100,000 people who put a deposit down on this truck. And all I have to say to that is, fuck. What do you think about the new Nissan Z? I'm not really that excited by the power plant, honestly. At least on its own, but I think as an overall package, it's probably going to be one of the best sub $50,000 sports cars if you're not too worried about just straight up speed. Not that this thing is slow. This is going to be a quick car. It's going to keep up with a lot of cars, maybe 10 to 20 grand more than it, depending on what you're comparing it to. But I think it's a nice successor. I don't think Nissan really screwed up on this one, honestly. All right, I gotta go, but love you. Have a good day. Peace out, Muhammad. I hope you have a good day, my dude. We're gonna shut this down in probably like 20 minutes, probably. Roast the Fiat. Multiply. Oh yeah, this thing. Bro, this car. Can you review the F90 Stradale, SF90 Stradale for me? I want to know if it's a reliable car. It's a Ferrari. That should be all you need to know. Fiat Multipia. I might need a second for this one. This is really something. I think the designer of this car should not be jailed. The designer of this car should not be jailed. What should happen is this person should have their picture taken and put it, and have that picture put smack dab on the main entrance, right above the main entrance of wherever Fiat's headquarters are, wherever their primary place of business is. And then under that photo of the designer of this car, or designers, you need to put a little caption at the bottom that says, I make mistakes. I made the Fiat Multipia, whatever it's called, and I am sorry. I think we just need an apology from whoever designed this car, honestly. We need an apology. That's a Four Eyes car. Yeah, it is something. It is something. I would review one though. I'd make a video on it for sure. You know what? This would be a great... What if we did best cars to pick up girls under, like, you know, whatever price bracket, and just threw in a bunch of ugly cars like these? Wouldn't that be amazing? I think that'd be incredible. What is your thought about the Nissan Juke? Ugly. That's really it. Ugly. That's it. Thoughts on Maserati as a brand? You can imagine me rolling in one of these? Jesus. I think Maserati's making some changes, making some necessary changes. I've never really been a Maserati guy. I think some of their older Maseratis are cool, but to me it just seems like a Ferrari that you won't get as many props for or enjoy as much as an actual Ferrari, but you've got almost just as many problems. So it's like, that's the sound. I think looks like a pretty great car. We need an apology for the person who decided to make the Nissan Altima? Are you Those are fighting words. The Nissan Altima has been the ride or die beater for Americans across the nation since before I was even a thought, bro. That's crazy. Miles is the type of person to go out, buy an M240i, and say he has a Supra. Now, let's just have some let's just have a common sense moment right here, right? So, let's just say I want to look, the only group of individuals that we can flex having a Supra to are just, you know, pretty intense car enthusiasts and JDM guys. Nissan Maxima is the best grocery getter. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, every time I'm on the freeway and someone passes me going like 90 or 100 in a Nissan Altima with, you know, the other side of the exhaust kind of like leaning down and, you know, body panels looking kind of iffy, I'm just like, right on, brother. You get to wherever you're going with the wheels barely still on. But on the Supra thing, let's say I was trying to impress a girl, right? Let's say I walk up to a girl and I'm like, try to talk about what car I have, or it comes up in conversation. Why would I say I have a Supra? Why would I say that? Do you think that would work? Do you really think that would work? Compared to saying, I've got a new BMW, you know. You can have your own opinions, but I've got mine. The Mark V Supra isn't even a JDM car. Yes, it's not, but, you know, if you go to like a JDM meetup, you're going to see one. And, you know, people will have things to say about it, but you're going to see one. Altimas are bulletproof. I mean, yes, they must be bulletproof because, like I said, every day I see someone driving an Altima that looks like you could kick it and it will just like, you know, fall apart. But, you know, they're doing illegal highway speeds, you know, all the live long day. It's not all Altima owners, but a lot. It's usually the ones with like the 3.5 SEs, the ones with like the quad exhausts in the back. The Mark V Supra is probably the most reliable BMW. Funny guy. Man. What else we got in these topics? Any general questions that aren't cars? Holy balls. Hold up. Do you guys see this? Bruh. Roast this Lexus. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm sorry I've been ignoring the Discord. Let's go. Wow. Wow. We gotta talk about this, chat. So. Wow. This is crazy. You know what? You know what? I can't roast this. You can't. You know why? Because it's not possible. Either someone was doing this intentionally as a joke, which, I mean, this is funny, but, I mean, it's not possible that someone was in their right mind when they put this together. So is it really right to come at this person? You know what I'm saying? Seems like something stupid I would do. Something I would do. Oh, go outside and slap a wing on my dad's car. I don't know where the stupid part came from. Yeah, and I gotta appreciate the little arrow details. You see how it doesn't look like the little winglet on the other side of the wing tray is the same as the other side. So I'm sure the aerodynamics are really interesting with this situation. All I really have to say is, whoever put this together, you are one of a kind. You are one of a kind. Truly. And may God bless your heart. Or whoever you believe in. 1,000 pounds of downforce? That's likely. That big clean, not gonna lie. What is your dream car? There is no one dream car. I feel like there's a lot I gotta have. Quite honestly. That thing is smooth. Oh boy. But I'd say if I were to pick one. Alright, Miles, roast this. Before I roast this. One dream car. A car that I really want, let's just say this. A car that is not like, oh, every man's dream car, but a car that I really want. A car that you guys have seen in the background of my videos if you pay attention. I want to buy a V10 powered BMW M5, the E60 model from 2006 to 2010, preferably a later model year. And I want the wagon, which there were less than 1,000 made and did not come to the US, so I'd have to pay to federalize it, find a left-hand drive example, which is going to be even rarer, ship it to the US, and drive it. That would be... Miles, earlier someone said, do you have beef with MKBHD? Do he and I have beef? No, we do not. So, Marquez and I actually have collabed in the past. Actually, let's look at some real quick. So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my original YouTube channel. Let's get this loaded here. Miles Somerville. And so, I did an iPhone 12 Pro review last year. Or not last year, in 2020. And look at that. Look at that. So, fun fact. Look at that. Look who's in the video. Look who's in my video. So, he actually hit me up, you know, pretty small, running a pretty small channel, this guy. He was just like, yo, I see you're running one of the biggest channels in all of tech YouTube. Incredibly massive audience. I gotta go bye, fam. See ya, bro. We're gonna shut this down probably like 10 minutes. 10, 15. And, yeah, he hit me up. He was like, yo, your channel is absolutely massive. One of the biggest in all of YouTube history. Can I be a part of your video? And I said yes. I told this dude yes. And so, this guy you see right here is, he's in this video. And he did a great job. I appreciate his involvement. But yes, there's no MKBHD beef. And, you know, yeah. Let's get back to this truck, though, actually. I'm way off topic. So, I see stuff like this all the time. And if I had more time, I'd go through a bunch of photos I have where I've just taken pictures of just automotive hate crimes on the road. This isn't too crazy, honestly. I gotta say. I've seen worse than this. But you know you don't want to be on the inside of this thing. You know you don't. Like, it probably rides so bad. There's trucks like these. There's no bigger example of, hey, look at me, hi, look at me, look what I'm driving, look at how big my wheels stand out, look at that. There's no bigger example of that than one of these. Bro, I actually have a picture of a squatted truck. Miles loving Beamer just makes sense, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Do I know what you mean? This is the first stream I have joined with Miles. Never will regret. Well, I mean, this is the first stream I've done, so it's everybody's first time. We're all losing our streaming. I'm not gonna say the word. Miles, roast this. Ugh. You know, there's a certain word for this kind of car, but I want to stay on these platforms, so I'm not going to use it. But just like the other car, I know this thing rides like probably an absolute nightmare, and this is one city pothole away from being done. Done. I would never be caught in a lifted car like that. Well, you know what? The funny thing is, Kevin, is that there are people who go out of their way to be in lifted trucks like that. Imagine a chick trying to get into a squatted dude's truck and rips her. I don't want to imagine that. Yeah. Thoughts on vehicle versions Tesla Plaid? I used to watch vehicle versions a lot before he had his little episode. And I don't have anything against him personally. I think he's done a lot for the automotive YouTube world. And I think his Tesla's cool. I got no problems with this setup. The wheels are banging, and you know, he's gonna get pretty much everyone on the road. Rate it, Miles, please. This looks like a Challenger. This is not the best picture, lighting wise and angle wise and all that, but I mean, looks cool, looks clean, looks. Oh no, we gotta change our battery output real quick. 1 second. Okay, we are back. But yeah, Challenger's cool. Looks clean. What's your Discord, Miles, please? I am going to drop it in the chat once more. Let me know if you see it. Miles, can we have your Discord? It would be very fun. Okay. Yes, it is in the chat. Rate it, please. I think this is a great car, honestly, utilitarian-wise. I don't think you can go wrong with one of these. Those wheels look like you can definitely go places that are not concrete roads. Looks like a fun ride. Thoughts on Borla exhausts? I mean, I don't really have thoughts on their exhausts in general. I haven't heard them on too many different cars. Mostly, I think mostly just exotics. I think really just like older BMW M cars. But they've never stood out to me as one of the best. That's your mom's whip. Miles is the type of guy to ask his foreign parents to buy him a BMW because they are known for reliability. Nah. I'm the type of guy to buy it myself because I don't have people who can buy me cars, unfortunately. Well, that's not true. I don't have people who will, just because, you know, why not just get it yourself? Tesla owners revolt me. I think the Tesla hate needs to kind of stop a little bit, you know? They're here to stay. I think we just need to get over that, as, you know, the gas-powered automotive community really needs to get over this fact that they're not going away. Tesla's not going away, you know? They're one of the best-selling auto manufacturers. I think people always forget about that part. Tesla is literally one of the best-performing automakers right now. I see their cars everywhere, even in areas where, you know, the average car isn't a Tesla. People are into them. They're into them. And I mean, I drove one a few weeks ago. Well, a month ago-ish. a Model Y Performance. I don't know if you guys saw the short I did on it. Got to play around with the Model Y Performance. I thought it was cool. It's like, it's not a performance-oriented car, even though it's called Model Y Performance. It's definitely still a practical daily, I feel like. But the software is fire. I thank Tesla buyers for being the beta testers I could not afford to be. You know what? Yes. That is been my mindset with a lot of things as a common man financially, you know? Especially when I see all these new cars with, you know, even just gas-powered cars with new tech. This guy saying, "Who's your daddy?" over and over and over and over and over again. I think he will be gone now. If a Tesla gets stolen, it should be called an Edison. Should it be called an Edison? That's funny. But yeah, Tesla, man, we got to stop the Tesla hate because they're not going anywhere. So it's like the longer, the more you guys like act like they're going to you know, ruin the automotive industry. It's like they're not. Can you make a video of the best 3-cylinder cars? Yeah, I'll throw it on the list. Oh my God. Now that's bad. This is a better angle. I like this. I'm not a huge Challenger guy, like I said, but it looks clean. Looks like doesn't look like an OEM or a stock hood you've got on there. Looks mean, bro. It's SRT too, so sure it's making the right noises. Saw this at a car show. Yeah, this is some crypto, 19-year-old crypto money anime head. Just, I mean, people do what they want with their cars, but in my opinion, this is a mistake, my brother. A mistake. Saw a clean M5 today. Yeah, the M5 LCIs. Bro, the M5 CS, man, it went so bad. Rate it. Wow. You know, my older brother is actually a huge fan of PT Cruisers. Actually, you know what? Because I'm feeling like being annoying, what I want you guys to do is, well, I'm gonna screen share in a second. I want you guys to go on someone's page and comment PT Cruiser. And I'm gonna show you the page in a second. I just gotta log back into my Instagram. I wish I could go back and snag a 2008 Dodge Magnum SRT8. Yes. So I actually saw one when I was in Georgia, like, last month. Dude. Like, as a wagon, I think it's extremely underrated. So, what I want you guys to do is, if you feel like it, I'm going to post this in the chat. Go on his page, and then say PT Cruiser. But back to the actual PT Cruiser itself. This is amazing, quite honestly. I think this, if it actually runs, might be the greatest car ever made. I mean, the stance, the fitment. Are you looking at this fitment? It's perfect. I think all I would do is, I think I would probably throw some like $20 TV LED strips underneath the bottom. Probably put like some fake eyelashes in the front. And then like a 30-inch wing on the back. And I think you've got yourself the perfect automobile. Hey, what's up? Congrats on 50K. Yes, this is exactly what I was talking about. The eyelashes on the headlights. I mean, this is just a thing with these cars, so the eyelashes thing I'm not too mad at, but the teeth and the black dots in the middle to make the eyes. I mean, this is creepy. If I was like walking down the street at night, or at least like late enough where I would still be able to see the car, and I saw this car approaching me, I'd be terrified. I would be terrified. Halfway to 100K. Yes, we are. Don't forget the reindeer noise. Hey man, congrats. I can't wait till you hit 1 milli. Crazy. A million is so crazy to think about. Like, that is such a unfathomable number. Not trying to brag or anything, but is that a Countach? That looks. If it is, it doesn't look like it's doing too good. Oh, it was triple Fs. Oh, wait, F1. Yeah, bro. Triple F, man. Man. Gotta love that old white money, bro. Rate this. This is a Monza SP1. I mean, if I had however much this car costs and, you know, a lot more money after buying this, I think it would probably be in my garage, honestly. It's a pretty crazy car that I think just because it's so exclusive, so expensive, probably doesn't get as much appreciation as it should, but this is nuts. Like, this car is nuts. Miles are surpassing T-Series by tomorrow. Woo! I mean, man. I mean, if I was Indian, maybe maybe I'd have a chance, but nah. Nope. Now, this automobile right here, this is fantastic. Fantastico. Rate it, please. Wait a minute. What is this? What is this? I'm not actually sure I know what this is. A C30 T5. Okay. Okay, chat. Let's do some investigations. Oh, the Volvo. I can't even recognize it because of this. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this back part here. I can't tell if that's like just blacked out or it's missing. Link to Discord. Going to drop that in right now. Wait, that's not the right thing. Oh yeah, it is. That is the Discord. Now this is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Who do you think would win? Oh wait, I'm not showing it. Who do you think would win in a race between this and a Rimac Nevera? Who do you think's got it? I think if you get a good launch in this, the Nevera might have some trouble. Honestly. Give the camera a death stare and start talking about Audis. No. I hope people recognize this car. I don't. I mean, it's an Aventador. Looks like an SVJ. But as far as like who owns it, meh. Hey! Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I thought this was from the shop I do videos at from time to time. Because we've had one of these replicas in there before, but this is a different place. Bro, your death stares kill me. Let's do a quick death stare real quick. Rate my golf cart. Those seats are pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie. Those seats are looking pretty banging, bro. They look comfy. If I had a golf cart, if I wanted a golf cart, that looks like a pretty good option to me, bro. Well, well, well. Get this cut, Miles. Oh, man. Man, have I had some bad haircuts back in the day. And it's not been like every haircut, but bro, Autocove, you did not annoy me. I'm just very blunt with my responses. We're all good, bro. Man, I've had some bad haircuts back in the day. So glad those days are over there. At least, you know, so far. Because, you know, you're always in control of who's got the tape or whatever. So it's like you're always at their mercy. If they decide, we're going to this up today, then, you know, and you're the one in the seat, could be bad, you know. I remember my little brother one time. He accidentally got shaved bald by his barber because of just a miscommunication. Somehow that happened. Came home bald. It was wild. How old am I? I am 22 years of age. You have any pictures of your cuts? None that I'm going to show. But I mean, look, my YouTube is out there. If you want to do your research, you can see some of the, you know, some of the low points. What rate out of 10? This might be the best car to get girls in the history. JC Mini Cooper. Mini Coopers are cool, bro. Mini Coopers don't have the greatest build quality, but bro, if you tune one of these, especially like Mini Cooper S, man, a little rocket, bro. A little rocket. E30 or Miata for beginner build. Miata. I'd say Miata. Yeah, he was bald at once. I was not bald at once. I had what was considered to be called a buzz cut. So that's what I was rocking. Am I a student? No. So, fun fact. I pretty much dropped out of school with like 1 year left to go. But no regrets. Because, you know, if I hadn't dropped, probably wouldn't be sitting here right now. Not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you. Rate your dog. He's got a long neck, bro. My grandpa's car. Whoa. Must be nice to be your grandpa, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie. If I couldn't have a gas-powered SUV, and I could only pick one SUV to have, like money's no object, it's probably the Model X. I mean, I haven't played the Rivian R1T, but it's probably the Model X. How about a car to get dudes instead of girls? Obviously a Tesla. A lot of dudes, yeah. Honestly, that's... You might have been preaching right there, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I'm not the guy to get with a Tesla. But, you know, you clearly got a huge community. Oh, yeah, this Chiron Super Sport is your grandpa's car. I mean, it could be your grandpa's car because it's only old people with, you know, all this old money who can afford these cars half the time. It's either that or a YouTuber or a crypto guy buying one of these cars. This is just a random picture of... You did not take this picture. But, I mean, thanks for throwing it in, I guess. Here's something. Rate a 5-speed Toyota MR2. Definitely underrated car. And I feel like this car has never made my list because it's just never fit the specific criteria with price and just, like, what I'm looking for. But underrated Toyota for sure. Probably one of the most underrated two-door Toyotas ever made. Thoughts on the 2025 LFA? I don't think that's real yet. Get a luxury brand convertible if you... I don't want to talk about this anymore. What do you guys think about the Subaru Legacy 3.6? We got a lot of Subaru guys in the chat. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know too much about this car. You know, I could spit some game about WRXs and stuff like that, but never been in a Legacy. Never really been up to, you know, I mean, I've probably been next to one at like a grocery store or something like that, but don't know too much about it. Do I watch Formula One? No, and I feel like I should just because everyone's suddenly deciding that they're into it now. So today my daily driver's cat was stolen, and I'm a very sad man. Oh, catalytic converter. Dude, this catalytic converter theft stuff is crazy. Absolutely nuts. One of my neighbors had their catalytic converter. Like, homies just pulled up to the driveway, got to work, and it was gone. It was gone. Crazy. Is it true that Subaru guys are stoners? I have never heard that stereotype. That's a new one on me. For sure. I just realized, wow, we've got almost 100 people in the Discord now. I'm rocking with it. And as this gets bigger, we're definitely going to have to moderate this more. I'm going to need some help with moderation because there's clearly some things to be moderated. I've already talked about my personal car situation. I've decided just for suspense purposes that I'm not going to reveal what that car is. We're not going to do it. But it will be revealed in due time. I'm not going to hold it off forever. I can't hold it off forever. You know, the bigger this channel grows, the harder it's going to be. I think we're going to have to hide some more people. And we're going to wrap this up pretty soon, though. Because I actually have a flight to catch, like, early tomorrow morning. Actually going to Colorado for a Mercedes EV event. So, more EV stuff. Good night, everyone. Good night, Black Empress Enterprise TV. What an excellent title. Let me go through my notes first and make sure there's nothing left I really want to go over. But I think this was a decent first stream. I'm satisfied, you know? I'm learning, so not perfect with this sort of stuff, but I'm down to do it again. Honestly, I think this is a great way to spend 2 hours. Honestly. I have eye surgery tomorrow. Wish me luck. Okay, so here's... I wish you luck on your surgery. But beforehand, make sure you watch a Miles Tech video so that the HDR, you know, gets your eyes ready for, you know, whatever's going to happen. Rate this M5. I rate any M5. Just in the sense that I rate it, you know, like the UK guys say. Dope car. Great car. It's gotten such a bad rap for a problem that is genuine, but, you know, this car used to cost 100 grand and have that problem, but now you can get it for 25, spend another 5 fixing the issues that everyone complains about, and you've got yourself one of the best sedans ever made. Do you play video games? Forza, F1, Rally? Played Forza pretty heavily at the beginning of the pandemic just because I needed stuff to do, but it's kind of slowed down recently. And it's mostly because I just don't have people that are also consistently playing it, but should probably get into some more stuff soon. Miles has an M5. Thoughts on the F10 BMW? My dad had one recently, a 5 Series, and it was a great car until it unfortunately had to leave us prematurely. Good night, Miles. Hope you saw my message. Good night, Auto Cove. I will see you in the out in the ether. Yeah, man. I think we're gonna call it. Unless you guys have any last minute questions that are not what car do I drive and do a backflip? No, I can't. I'm not capable. There's also I would destroy all the equipment in this room. But I guess before we end this, I guess I want to know what videos, long form stuff. You know, the shorts are great. The shorts are cool. We've got those every day. But what do you guys want to see from me long form video wise? Favorite cereal? Okay, I'll grab it right now. I'll show you my favorite cereal. This is the goat of cereal right here. Focus, 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 focus. Goat of cereal right here. Guys, I have to run. Nice to meet you. Let's connect and spread the love. Have a peaceful night. Have a beautiful night, my friend. But yeah, Raisin Bran Crunch, bro. Trust me, it's the cereal. It's the goated cereal for adults. In-depth car reviews, yes, I am working on it, and if I had more time, I would show you guys a preview of a new long-form video I've got working on, coming out. I've got like a 20-minute long-form review of a performance car. One of the fastest performance cars I've ever... Special K's on top, nah. One of the fastest performance cars I've ever driven. It is not gas-powered. It is electric. So, I definitely don't want this to be an EV channel. That's not my goal. But it's a part of cars, and it's going to be a part of new cars coming out. So, it's going to be a part of the content in the long term. EVs and gas-powered cars, the best ones I can get my hands on. Special K is on top. No, it is not. Do a vlog. See, I think you guys like the idea of a Miles Somerville vlog more than you would actually like a Miles Somerville vlog. Just because, I don't know, my life is not that interesting right now. You guys would just be seeing me do the stuff I do behind the scenes for this channel. You know? Twerk. No, I'm not going to do that. Is a BMW 330xi good? If we're talking about I'd say the new one, the brand new one, and the E90 generation, the 2006 to 2010. Great cars. You have a girlfriend? No. And honestly, I'm straight on one for now. We can hold off on that. Congrats on 50K. Thank you, my friend. Ryan Ricardo, congrats on the 50K subs. Thank you. It is a monumental achievement. Do you have any plans for more long-form content? Yes, absolutely. I've got one in the tank, and I'm almost done editing. It will be out soon. Okay, I heard some strange noises outside. What's your dream car? I already talked about this a little bit yesterday. I'd say... Carrera GT. Maybe one day it'll be as popular as me. Bro, I freaking hope so. Started watching yesterday, to be honest. Hey, bro, that's fire. Do I have a Snapchat channel? Great question. Yes. Yes, I did say I was going to end 10 minutes ago. This is how this ends. This is how this goes when you have, you know, a stream that people keep talking to. And I like talking to you guys. This is fun, you know. If I didn't have anywhere to be tomorrow, I'd go as long as this stream would be active, quite honestly. The Snap channel is Cars with Miles. So if you have Snapchat, I upload my videos there. I gotta say, Snapchat has definitely been the worst as far as engagement. Was this my first stream? Yes. I've I've got one video on there with like 170,000 views, and everything on there is just like 50 views, 60 views, sometimes 0 views. Snapchat has been a struggle, for my kind of content at least. So, but I got one. It's Cars with Miles. Plunka plunka. Love your work, Miles. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are really going in on Grog Beast, looking up his subscribers. You guys are freaking hilarious. Okay, yeah. All right, we gotta start getting some people out of here. It may be time to end the stream, like for real, for real. But any last minute questions? I think we're gonna give this another 60 seconds, and then we will call it. I haven't even packed. I haven't edited tomorrow's short upload. I need to do that. Man. I may be late, but do you plan on doing a build? Yes, as soon as I have the free time and free money, there will be a build. There will be a build. Congrats on 50K, Rodrigo. Thank you. BMW or Merc? There's no, depends on what you're looking for. Link to the Snap, please. I don't know if I can link my... Well, actually, I think I can. Let me go on my Snapchat. I didn't know that many of you guys... I don't know. I think Snapchat's kind of dumb, I'm not going to lie. But, we're going to copy a link, and it should be in here now. You've probably answered this, but what car do you drive daily? I'm going to hold off on that. I'm packing for a trip. I'm going tomorrow. I'm also moving soon, but I can't really speak much about that right now. But I'm packing for a trip because I'm going to Colorado tomorrow for a Mercedes EV event. The EQS SUV. I'm going to play with it. Yeah. But you know what? We got this. We had a we took an L in the first part of the stream, but I'm satisfied with how this turned out, and I'm down to do it again. I'd love to do it again with some more people. I'm gonna take some time and figure out like a formula for this, so you guys can know what to expect. We can know what to do, and there won't be all of these little technical issue breaks that I'll take. But you know, growing pains, learning pains, whatever. And yeah, that's really it, man. Once again, thank you guys for 50,000 subs. We've got 50,000 subs on YouTube, 40,000 subs on TikTok. It will end, trust me. And 37,000 followers on Instagram, all within a few months. It's been absolutely crazy. And I can't wait to keep going from here. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to hopefully collaborate with more people in the automotive space and build the community that is Cars with Miles. Plenty of great stuff to come, folks. Everyone have a freaking fantastic night. You know. Yeah, you're pretty late because we're definitely about to dip. But, you know, I'm gonna be in this Discord in general. This was not just a one-time thing. So, like I said, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't, subscribe to the channel for future content like this. Ian Zelbo, what up, my friend? You are pretty late, but yeah. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you for